What is up, you guys? Welcome to day 13. Today we are diving into chapter 2. Lucky number 13 for chapter 2. So this is a clean slate. We're moving on. We're going to take you through as many chapters as we possibly can throughout this series. And I really want you to just take a moment, pause today, understand that you've made it to day 13. You're going into the next chapter in the Dream Life Blueprint workbook. We're going to dive into who you really are. And I wanted to kick this off the way that I kicked off chapter 1 with you guys a couple days ago. So every single chapter has its own kind of starting page with just a little word of inspiration. So I shared the one for chapter 1. I'm going to share the one for chapter 2. So chapter 2 is all about who you are really. Not who you think you are, who you think you need to be, who other people think you need to be, or who you've thought that you are up until this point. It's who are you really. No fluff, no BS, no sugarcoating. This is who you are and why that's freaking awesome. So one little word that I wanted to share that's on that first chapter page is that it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you are not. And I just want to preach for a minute because this chapter is so powerful. And if you've ever felt like you can't accomplish certain things because of just the way that you're wired. And if you've ever played that game with yourself, like, I can't do that because this is just who I am. I have news for you. You are wired a certain way. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. If you consider yourself, I don't know, a more aggressive, strong personality, and you've equated that to the reason why you don't accomplish things, that is epic BS. And I'm going to help you pinpoint your characteristics, who you truly are, and if you might be a strong-willed personality, that's great, and how that then can translate into the ways that you are best motivated and can best achieve your goals. There's nothing wrong with you. You might just be having gone about it the wrong way. That's all it is. So you could also have like a mixture of kind of suppressing who you really are, and that's mixed with who you really are. It's just a mess. So we're going to uncover that, unravel all the things. I want you to know that this is also in the book, but you don't need to change who you are. We're not changing who you are through this blueprint. The point of the blueprint is to actually rip you open, truly figure out who you are, then put that back together. Like, yes, it's going to sting, it's going to hurt, it's going to be difficult, you're going to uncover some stuff about yourself, but at the end, when you are put back together, you're going to be so confident and strong in who you are that you're going to be like, let's make all of the ish happen. So you don't need to change who you are, you just need to understand yourself and what works best for you. So based off of that, let's give you a little sneak peek as to what's to come through this chapter, and you can get excited about it. Okay, so I've shared some of these, maybe one of them, in the past through a daily grind series. So we're going to take you through that. So we are going to take you through, this is the third assessment that we're going to go through, your Enneagram. So if you've done that, amazing, you know what it is. I'm going to dive into that in a later date. But what we are going to go through also, we're going to do 3 different assessments. We're going to do your color type quiz. If you've ever done my personality, no, it's not a personality, it was a branding quiz that I did. What I had built with that was really freaking cool. And it was used to create your brand on social media. I took that, flipped it on its head, and turned it into a personality quiz, which is just as, reliable, relatable, perfect for this. And if not better, it's so good. So I don't even know how many personalities there are in that quiz. I want to say well over 10. There's a lot. So I'm going to take you through all of them. I'm actually going to take you through the quiz. That's tomorrow. So on day 14, I'm going to take you through that quiz. Like, we're going to verbally go through it, and I'll show parts of the workbook with you. Then on day 15, so the day after that, I'm going to take you through an elements test. So you might have heard me talk about the gems before. This is like that, but here's where I had beef with the gems, because there were friends and people, family, friends that I knew that I was like, they wouldn't be any of these. Like, they might feel like they're maybe one of them, but they're not really. So I reassessed it. I called it the elements test. So fire, air, water, earth, and metal. And there's 5 of them. And it is all based off of people that I actually know in my real life. And it is scary accurate. And there's no one left out this time. So this might help in the sense that if you felt like when we did the GEMS test together, if you did do that with me, if you were a mixture of 2, this might make you feel like you are more one of them. And if you're still a mixture, that's cool. And then we're going to go through your Enneagram the day after that. So we're going to go through a lot of assessments. And then what we're going to do is bundle them all together. We're going to figure out exactly who you are. We're going to figure out your recipe of who you are, the recipe of you. And it's going to be powerful. So that's what's to come. I hope that you're excited. If you know what these things are, awesome. Also, it'd be impossible for you to know what the color test is unless you did the branding quiz, which does not exist anymore. It is impossible for you to know the elements test, but if you know your Enneagram, awesome, drop it down below. But I might help you maybe gain clarity on this, because the other day I saw a very good friend of mine share her Enneagram number. And I was like, she is so not that. She is this one. Like, me watching her, I'm like, no. And that could cause so much blockage. So if you have the wrong assessment of yourself because someone told you that you're something, or you were once labeled as something, maybe in your youth, we're here to shatter that and figure out who you are really. So this chapter is going to be really powerful. It will also be emotional and also really fun, and you can nerd out with me. So I will see you tomorrow to begin our assessments together. Make sure that you're all caught up. Make sure that you have all your notes. Make sure you have your notebook for tomorrow, and make sure that you're committed. Like, I still want you to be as excited as you were on day one. Maybe have like a buddy that you're going through this with. If they haven't gone through it yet, tell them to plow through the last couple of days and catch up with you. And you guys do this together every single day. Cool. Hold each other to it. Get yourself a buddy in the live chat that you can show up together. Accountability is everything. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes.